Picture a movie.
Okay.
You're a little boy. You're on a train and you talk to a cat. And you show up, and at the start of Act 1, you arrive in this town. And everyone in the town is an animal. And you move into a home, start off in a tent, and a little raccoon comes along, and he says, "Yo, I'll build you a house."
Yeah.
And you say, "Thank you. That's a mighty kind of you."
Mm-hmm.
And he builds you a house, and he says, "Oh, by the way, you owe me $100,000. 100,000 bells, the currency of my native land. Pay it off, or else." And you say, "Yo, I don't have any money. I just moved here, and I don't have a job." And he says, "How convenient. I am the only business in town. You work for me now. Look at me, look at me. I am your boss now. And you will do jobs for me until you pay off this house."
All right, this all is sounding very familiar. It's sounding oddly like Fire Animal Crossing.
How would an Animal Crossing movie work? I think the movie trailer, "In a world where you're in debt to a crazy business raccoon tycoon. Spring 2018. Animal Crossing." It's like a horror movie.
It would be a horror movie because the villager is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, I mean,
as we all know.
here's
That would be what they need to do.
Here's the thing with an Animal Crossing movie. I do think, honestly, the plot line is paying off your house. As boring as that sounds,
I hope not.
I think there is...
I want blood. I want gore.
Shut up. I think the plot line is you move to a new town, you move into a house, and I think the joke is that Tom Nook pays for your house and you owe him, and that's how the plot line moves forward.
Yeah.
Is you owe Tom Nook, so you sell stuff at retail. You go talk to Cap, and you go out, you go fishing, and while doing all this, you talk to Cyrus and Reese at retail. You talk to Gloria, the fashion diva.
What they need to do. Okay, this is what...
You talk to Cap'n, the turtle.
This is my idea.
And he sings you a song.
Here's my idea. This is my idea. Here's my idea. This is my idea.
What's your idea?
Here's my idea.
Speak it to me.
Okay.
Spit it out, Mr. Koppai.
Here's the complication of the movie. Here's the issue. All that happens as you say.
Okay.
Then one day, this main character, hero villager, goes to bed, goes into his house, and then it just shows, like, days go by, the seasons change, and then he comes back, and the weeds have grown. Everybody's like, "Where have you been?" And he has to, like, read, like, do his whole time, like, everything's gone to chaos. He still has a debt to pay off, like, all this. And it's like, man, what happened? I literally went to bed, and I woke up, and, like, months and months and months have passed. That's
a good plot line.
Yeah.
That'd be the sequel. Because the first movie would have to be paying off the debt and becoming the mayor. Although I would like it if in the movie you weren't the mayor. I like Tortimer as the mayor. And maybe in the sequel you become mayor, but then you abandon your post. Isabel freaks out. But the thing is if you do an Animal Crossing movie, you have Kurt, and you have Wolfgang, and you have Prince, and you have Deli. You have, like, these kind of, that whole Seinfeld sort of thing where you have, the wacky guy, the tough guy. You have the 4, like, orange, green, blue, red, like, those kind of personality types. You have all of those in different animals, and they all look very, like we've talked about, very ready for a Pixar animation sort of thing. You have Blathers, you have the museum, you have, and that's a way to make more money. Like, there's this whole sort of progression through the narrative that they could do that involves you going and checking out each place. Each place has an iconic character that kids and people would fall in love with, and they'd watch, and they'd be like, I love that movie because I love that scene when he went to the museum and he met Blathers and he was asleep and it was funny and there was dinosaurs and fish, and then I loved that scene where he was on the boat with Cap'n and they went to a paradise island and shook down fruit and from trees. You know, like there's going on the beach and picking up seashells, and there was the seal guy. Like I think there's all these sort of locales and stuff in a typical village of Animal Crossing that could lend itself well to a movie narrative plotline, all around the concept of paying off Tom Nook, because that's just perfect. And there's the one scene where at the end of the day you've worked so hard and you go down to Club LOL and the KK slider's there.
Yeah.
And that this is the one scene where you walk in, you're tired, you're beat down, you're worn out, you can just hear.
That's the end of the movie.
And you just KK's up there with his little acoustic guitar. What's kicking, kid?
He plays a little song and then the credits roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Bum, ba-da-dum,
Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. Oh, that'd be a beautiful ending to the movie.
bum.
That's our movie pitch for Animal Crossing in theaters 2018. Bring us the bells. Wipe away the debt. A villager always pays his debts. And the movie poster just Tom Nook with the 2 bags of bells.
Yeah. Or just zoom in on the villager's eye with that little twinkle.
Yeah.